Okay, so I'm glad to see everybody is here. Just gonna wait a little bit for more people to hop in, and maybe you can tell me where everybody is connecting from. Just gonna briefly touch on a few things that I just wanted to bring to your attention. So yeah, what I'm gonna say today, pretty much, more people are coming in. That's fine. What I wanted to say is that a lot of us believe that when we come here to this planet, we have actually no choice. We think that we are victims. And for whatever reason, a lot of us believe that there is some kind of karma or some kind of karmic debt that we need to pay. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that that is absolutely not true. You came here because you chose to be here. You came here because you saw it as an opportunity to grow and expand and just plainly enjoy life in this current realm, in this current reality, right? This is why you came here. You didn't come here because you were punished. You didn't come here because you had some kind of debt to pay to anyone. That's not the case at all. So let's see some comments here. Natty, hi, I need your positive wisdom today. All right, I'm glad you connected. Let's see what we are going to talk about. I just mentioned a little bit about karmic debt. I want to hear what your opinions are. Because like I said earlier, a lot of people believe that we are here because we are punished. Just because, things don't go their way or whatever, they think that we are punished. They think that we have some kind of karma going on from previous lives and we have some kind of debt to pay. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. You came here because you just wanted to come here. You just wanted to enjoy it. And so on and so on. So, let's see. Who's here? Tustin CA, fantastic. Nice to have you here. I like that. Natty, I need your positive wisdom today. You know what? We share positivity to one another. So if you have something positive to say, Natty, please go ahead and say it. Okay. All right. So I want to know your thoughts actually on this karmic debt. What do a lot of you believe? What do a lot of you think? I know that a lot of people believe that there is some kind of debt to pay. I just wanted to see some of my, I could say viewers. I wanted to see your opinion because I constantly connect with you and I constantly communicate with you. And I wanted to know your opinion on this, or maybe if you have some kind of an experience that is in alignment with what I'm telling you. All right? Hello Ichi from Germany. Hello, my friend. What time is it in Germany right now? It's 8. I think you're about 6 hours away, time-wise, I mean. So I don't know if you're around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Depends if it's 5 or 6 hours. Christian joined. Hello. Okay, anything you guys want to talk about specifically? I don't see much happening about this karmic debt. So I want to see what, maybe there's something else that you guys want to speak about. If you do, please go ahead and reach out. Like I said, I do these lives because I have a lot of people now that are asking me a lot of different questions, and I can't really sit there and answer everybody. I certainly try, but because it's time consuming, what I'm doing is I'm doing a lot of these lives and see who I can connect with and just answer your questions here. All right. So Natty, I hope humanity finds its way. I hope I find my calling, which will help somehow. Okay. Natty, that's actually a very, very positive comment. And to put in my perspective on this, okay, humanity will find its way. It's not really lost. Actually, believe it or not, everything is the way it should be. Why? Because this is how we evolve. This is how we grow. And if things were all rosy and we had no challenges, we wouldn't really know what the difference between what we want and what we don't want is, right? And even though that is up to the individual, because it is an individual uh, choice or individual, what we want in life, it's all good because in the overall, we're here to help one another, right? Natty, grain in life is fighting me right now. Okay, you know what, Natty? A lot of people actually feel that life is fighting them right now, and you're not the only one. I just wanted to mention that to you. It is certain that everybody is going through something on one level or another, on one degree or another. And the reason for that is, like I said earlier, you wouldn't know what's uh, good or bad, if you might say, or what you want and what you don't want if you don't have these challenging times, right? I've said it many times before. How would you know the light if you don't experience the darkness, right? So don't feel bad about it, Natty. It's all good. Hello, all right. I appreciate your hard work, sir. Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm saying your name. Skirian. These letters are kind of small, I guess. But thank you very, very much. We all have something to do and we all have something to contribute in this amazing life that we chose to be here in. So what I'm doing, you're also doing something that's helping humanity in a certain way that maybe you don't realize it now, but it really is. It's 2 a.m. here, okay, in Germany. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just came home from work in the middle of the night. Okay, Ichi, and I'm actually grateful that you just came home right now and you're watching my video. Wow, that's amazing. So I hope I give you some positive insight just before you hit the bed, and just before you just doze off and you go to sleep. I hope I can rub off some of this positivity that I want to send out to everybody. Okay, that's what I think karma is. I didn't quite catch that, but okay. We would be honored to have you in Africa. Wow, I'm really, really Skirian. I'm really, really humbled by that beautiful and wonderful comment that you just made. I've never been in Africa actually, and it's one of the places that I've really wanted to go just because I've always felt an attraction and a connection to Africa because it's just, I think it's a very unique place on this planet. And anybody that gets to experience it firsthand really understands something that the rest of humanity might not understand due to the fact that geographically they're in a different location. I'm glad you connected from Africa, and thank you for your wonderful comment. Okay, Papalari, Senali, okay. I love the talks on positive and healing energy from source. Absolutely. So, I like the fact that you brought this up. So, like I said before, when it comes down to source, because everything originates from source, okay? And like I've said before, source is nothing else but love and light, right? And so are you, for that matter, because we all come from source. We can't be anything different. Okay, so um, the healing energy that comes from source is actually natural and normal because when you connect with a feeling or emotion of love, everything around you just automatically heals, even if you're not trying to heal anything. Because love is actually what it's all about. And source is nothing but love. I love your comment. Thank you. Susan is here with all the beautiful hearts. Hello, Susan. Nice to have you on board from New Jersey or New York. Thanks again for being here. Okay, my gallery, can you let us know a good way to shield ourselves from toxic people if we have to be around them? Okay, that's actually a beautiful comment. And I'll tell you the best way the way I see things here, okay? First of all, toxic people really don't exist. What I mean by that is in the form when they came down to this planet, who they really are, toxicity is not part of the game, okay? What happens is during the game of life, and I call this a game because it really is a game, we kind of tend to forget who we really are, and we kind of get caught up in the game of life, okay? And then what happens is we start relating to certain things, and if we're in some kind of an environment where, you know, we see toxic people, like we say, we kind of become like them, right? So the best way for you to shield yourself from toxic people is, first of all, and this is key, first of all is not to see them as toxic people, okay? They are people that at that particular moment need some help. This is key what I'm telling you, because the minute you see them as not being toxic, you are automatically putting yourself in a position to help them, okay? And your view is going to change when you really get to know them better and you really start communicating with them. And their view is going to change just by you being present in the room with them. That's a beautiful, beautiful comment, beautiful question, actually. Okay, this is Wilco. Okay, 12:47 p.m. here in the UK. Awesome. I love the UK. I really would love to come and visit London, England, just because I kind of grew up in a place that is very similar to London, in Toronto, actually, Canada. But London, of course, is more historical with a lot more beautiful buildings that I really, really love. Hello from Suriname. Wow, I get some beautiful places here, some place that I haven't even heard of. Hello to you too. Okay, Stevio, they say we choose this path. Would we choose it if it's all a constant struggle? Yes, you would. You would choose it, even if it's a constant struggle. You know why? Because like I've said before, by being in struggle, you know that struggle is not what you want. You know that you want to become something better, something greater. And unless you know what struggle is, you're not going to know how to become that better person or that better version of yourself. So yes, you would choose struggle. And can I give you a little secret? We have this saying even in Greece. We say a good captain shows his true colors in a storm. Right? So when there's a storm, that's how you know who's a really good captain. So yes, in a struggle, you're going to know how good you really, really are. I hope I answered that for you. Ichi. Okay, just open TikTok and there you are. I know. Just came back from work, 2 o'clock in the morning. You open up your TikTok app and here I am. What does that tell you? You know what that tells me? You are at the right place at the right time. And it's not a coincidence that you and me are actually having this wonderful interaction. So I get to learn something from you and you get to learn something from me tonight. Consider your lucky night. Okay, Papa, what about manifesting? That's a wonderful question. I actually get that quite a lot lately. I have a lot of questions about manifesting. And I'm going to make it nice and simple here when it comes down to manifestation. I'm going to say this. The more present and focused you are right here, right now, the more things are going to come to you. Why? Because just the word manifestation, or you're trying to manifest something, in your mind, you are trying to create something that is not here right now. And that simply is not the way things work. Everything is in the now, right? So when you're trying to create something, you're trying to create it from a place of lack. That means that you don't have it. So by that mindset, you're never going to have it. So the way to do it is, I would even drop the word manifesting, period. And I would just say, I have what I need and what I want right here, right now. And trust me, just by that statement, the universe will deliver what you want right here, right now, because it only works in the here and now. But on that note, I think I'm going to start doing some videos on manifestation because a lot of you are asking me about it. But for now, I hope I answered your question. I'm looking into this also. Awesome. Yes, that's very, very good. Wilco, source known as God. I call it love source. I get the feeling it's female. All right. Wilco, that's a very, very nice comment. I know we are brought up in this world thinking of life forms as male and female, and even yin and yang, positive and negative and all that stuff. But one thing I can assure you of is that God or source or anything you want to call it is neither male or female. It just is, right? It's just this beautiful being of love and light, and gender has nothing to do with it. But I'm glad you asked that. I hope I answered it for you. Archie, hello, my friend. What about the voices in the mind? Okay, this is a wonderful, wonderful question. The voices in the mind, you need to actually play around with them. And what I mean by that is when you start playing around with the voices in your mind, you're going to understand something. You're going to realize if they're actually your voices or just random voices that you're picking up from other sources. And the way you can distinguish the two is if the voice feels right, if the voice feels comforting to you, if the voice just feels 100% pure to you, then it's your higher self, it's you. If the voice that you hear is kind of even the slightest negativity, or even if something slightest feels off about it, you're going to know at that moment. Then at that moment, I will know that these voices are just voices, and I wouldn't pay that much attention to them. It takes a little practice, but you can really work with it, and you can get really good at it. Ichi, okay, I lost 5 family members in just 1 year and still don't know how to handle it. Do you have advice? You know what, Ichi? Like I said before, everybody goes through a lot of pain, and while losing somebody is never, ever easy for anybody, especially if it comes down to family and you've lived with these people. There is, though, something for you to learn out of this. There is a lesson to learn out of this. And I want you to also know that nobody is ever lost. To you, it might feel that you lost them right here, right now, because you don't physically interact with them, you don't see them. But in the grander scheme of things, nobody's ever lost. And I guarantee you that they are looking over you as we speak right now. They even know that we're having this conversation right now, or this interaction. The best way to cope with it is to be fully present in the moment. And I mean literally, whatever you do, just be present and focus on whatever you do. It's hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy, but the more you practice it, the better it becomes. And what does that accomplish? What does that do for you? It actually stops your thought activity. It brings your thought activity down, right? And by bringing your thought activity down and being present in the moment, you're not going to forget about your loved ones, but you will definitely learn how to cope with it. Love and light to you, my friend. Love and light to you. If they don't get your attention, they target you. Yes, for sure. We're talking about the toxic people here. If they don't get your attention, they will target you. True. So what I would say to that is just don't give them any attention, period. And anything you don't give attention to cannot actually hurt you. All right. Hand hearts. Any other questions? Beautiful. You're the best too. You know what? My friend Weeza here, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I follow you quite a bit and I see some of your wonderful and beautiful lives and beautiful posts. You do some amazing work. And even though you speak a different language when you do these lives, I can connect with you and I can see that you are just a remarkable, remarkable person doing some remarkable work in these beautiful and foreign countries to me. Thank you for being here. Okay. My gallery, thank you. I love hearing you talk. You know what? I love having you here. Again, I'm humbled by all your beautiful comments. I really enjoy having you here. I really enjoy communicating with everybody. I love this mustache and hat that I just got. You guys are wonderful. I love the fact that you're here. Yes, you look like Joe Montana and Matt Berry had a child. Awesome. Okay, Westa. Lisa, okay, my friend again. What do you think about Bashar? All right. So Bashar I haven't really been following, but I have heard of Bashar. I have seen a couple of clips with Bashar, and I can tell you something, that he is one of a kind. He truly is one of a kind. He's an inspiration to a lot of people, and a lot of people really look up to him. And what he does is not easy. He is connected, definitely, to the race or the, I don't know if they're aliens that he's connected with. I know that he's communicating with somebody, but he is definitely somebody to pay attention to. He's nothing but positivity, and I love that. I feel nothing negative about Bashar. That's great. Stevio, can I ask this question, please? How do you know all this? Awesome, Stevio. So, if you followed some of my videos that I've done, and actually even some lives that I do, everybody has access to this. Everybody can learn this. And all you need to do is just go quiet, stay still and silent, that's what I mean, in a quiet place. And just, when you're quiet enough, your mind is just going to shut down. It really does, because it can't do two things at the same time. You become present and quiet, you're still. And all of a sudden, in this state, you get all kinds of information, whether it's visual information, whether it's voices, if you know what kind of voices I'm talking about. If it's what I call downloads, like a computer, but it's not a computer, but I call it a download. So this is where all this information is coming from. You can't find it in a book. You can't find it from any teacher or master. It's something that you need to experience yourself. But I love your question. I hope I answered it for you, Stevie. Laura, a month ago, I heard my husband call my name. Lori, in shop, right as I was paying. Okay, I turned around. Yes. Actually, that's amazing. So what I wanted to ask you here, Laura, is your husband alive? And that's the first question. Now the second question, it doesn't really matter if he's alive or if he's in this world or not, because he never goes anywhere. Okay, we're always here. Even when we think that somebody's dead and gone, they're always around. But having said this, if you heard him call your name, it's actually something amazing, because he probably connected with who you really are, actually. Well, obviously, you said I heard my husband call my name, so obviously he's alive, right? So, yes, that's truly amazing. So you could instantly be in two different spots at the same time. Yes, it does happen, actually. You can be in multiple dimensions at the same time. I've had this happen with other people as well, people that I know very, very well. And they were told that they were seen in some other country, in some other city, walking the street, and they weren't in that country or that city, for example. It's truly amazing. So yes, it is very, very possible. Okay, Stevio is channeling. Okay, the one on coming from quote. If you are present in the now, yes. Thank you, Wilson. You actually, she actually answered it for me. You're totally right. Chloe, what about if the voices feel real and comfortable, but scary because it's truth you aren't ready for? All right, I got a comment to say about that. You are never going to be told something that you are not ready for. Okay? Everything is presented to you at the right time, at the right place. So, the truth that you call truth, you were told about it because you were ready for it. So, like I said before, if that voice feels scary in any way, I wouldn't listen to it. Plain and simple. Okay, I'm practicing being conscious of the blinks of the eyes. Okay, the breath and surroundings when moving. That's actually a very, very good step. Yes, you can be conscious of blinking your eyes. You can be conscious of breathing. You can be conscious of your surroundings. All these are little hacks. They're all little tricks. Whether you're focusing on your eyes blinking, whether you're focusing on your breath, whether you're focusing on just being present, those are just hacks. What do I mean by that? They help you in connecting in the present moment. They work. They all work. Okay? So whatever works best for you, or maybe a combination of some of them, then just by all means use that, right? If it helps you become conscious and aware of where you are, use whatever means are possible for you. And these all three that you mentioned, they all work. Very good. Ichi, sometime I hear someone calling my name, but nobody's there, and I have ringing in my right ear. Okay, Ichi, you know what? Somebody's definitely trying to communicate with you. If you hear somebody calling your name, and if you have a ringing in your right ear or left ear, doesn't matter what ear, you definitely have somebody from the other side trying to communicate with you. Now, the question here and the key that you need to understand is, how do you communicate with them? And the answer is quite simple, actually. You listen to what they have to say, which you're going to pick up in either, like you said, like a voice, a feeling, a visual, if you close your eyes, a download, something like that, right? And you simply just communicate just the way you're communicating with me right now, like you write it, but you could actually speak it out, or you can just think of something and you're communicating with them. And then you can actually start a dialogue, believe it or not. That's a good thing if you hear somebody calling your name. It's not a bad thing. You're not going crazy, believe me. Okay, a meditation in movement, which I've read in one book of Michael Ormran Avatar. Okay, so I haven't heard of this gentleman named Michael. Meditation and movement. I'm not sure what the meditation of movement is, but I can tell you a little bit about any kind of meditation. Meditation, again, is just a technique, like I've said, right? Whether you choose to close your eyes and find a comfortable seat, and we call that meditation, or whether you choose to walk around and be present in the present moment, that's meditation as well. Whether you choose to pray. See, this is something that most people don't realize, that even prayer to any deity or to God or to anything that you want to pray to is actually a form of meditation. And that's why a lot of people that pray, they find their answers because they've actually connected with who they really are. They've actually connected without realizing that prayer does exactly that. It's a form of meditation. Pisces Sky, okay, the soul doesn't die. They are with us. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. The soul does not die. They are always with us. We don't see them, but they are always around. And especially when you think of them or you call them out. Okay. Westa, yes. Ear ringing is subtle. Yes, Hertz frequency from centers of galaxies. Absolutely, yes. There are frequencies from galaxies. I totally agree with you, my friend. Ichi, see, you got two of us here going on with it. You got me, and you got my friend here. Really, she really knows her stuff. So I would listen to what she has to say as well. Okay, please start a podcast with episodes. Wow. Would be nice to go back to the messages you channel. Absolutely. So that's another thing. Again, podcast is something that I was looking into as well, because like I've said before, I have so many people right now that are connecting with me, and in order for me to be able to connect with all of you, because I just love all of you, I need a bigger platform, and a podcast is definitely something that I would look into. Thank you for your comment and for your input. Okay. Okay, here's one that I normally don't get. Vikram, what do you think about telekinesis, sir? All right. So this is a wonderful, wonderful topic, and it's also a topic that I really enjoy and I really love. I generally don't speak about telekinesis. But I will tell you something, it's very, very real. Why is it real? Because, like I've said before, everything around us, including ourselves, is energy. And telekinesis is nothing different. You just need to be able to connect with the object that you want to move. And then if you can connect, there's multiple ways of doing this, by the way, but if you can connect with the object that you want to move, sky's the limit. I hope I answered your question. Westa, what a brilliant human being. You know what? You are brilliant as well, my friend. You are brilliant as well. I've said it many times before. I watch, I love connecting with you when you're even doing some lives and all that, and you are just brilliant. I love the work you do. And thank you for your beautiful comment. Pisces Sky, okay. Andre, about voices. Okay, one, it's telling me what it's good and nice, and another, it's every time negative. All right. So this is exactly what I was talking about. The one that's talking good, it doesn't matter what it's talking, it's what you feel. This is the key. It's what you feel. It's nothing about external voices. So if you hear a voice and it feels good to you, then I would go with it. Just because it's talking good things to you, I wouldn't follow it, right? The other one is an X already. You just mentioned it. It's negative every single time. I wouldn't even follow it. But having said this, just because it's negative doesn't mean that you gotta fear it. Because even out of the negative, you have something to learn. Now, the question is, what do you have to learn out of this negative voice? There's always something there for you to learn. But I wouldn't fear it. I wouldn't be afraid of it. That's for sure. I just simply wouldn't listen to it. That's all. That's right, Vikram. You heard it from West again. Telekinesis is very real. We all have the ability. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, we do. How's it going today? I'm doing awesome. Thank you very, very much for asking. Okay. I love you guys. I love all your comments here. Hello, hello. You guys are brilliant, man. I love it. Laura. Okay, Laura says last night it happened to me at 2:30 a.m. I'm not sure what you mentioned about happening. I guess are we talking about like hearing voices? I guess that's what you're talking about. 2:30 a.m. Again, 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m., especially 3 a.m. are magical numbers in the night. A lot of things happen around 3 a.m. that we're not aware of. And it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. I'm talking about 3 a.m. your local time. It's always an interesting time to be in. What I would do if I were you at 3 a.m., not at 2:30, if let's say you're in bed and you just happen to wake up at 3 a.m., I would just get up from the bed and put my feet down on the ground and just sit there with my feet on the ground a little bit and close your eyes and just think of nothing and just ground yourself. You'd be amazed actually at some information that might come to you at 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay, good night, fella. Thank you from England. Good night to you too, my friend. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Hello, hello to you too. Thank you. You're most welcome, Stevie-O. Okay, he passed 5/11/21. Okay. I guess we're talking about your husband, I guess, passed back in 21. Okay. Like I said, nobody has ever really left. And I know that you're still hurting from this experience, but like I've said before, there's something there for you to learn. Now you just got to find out what it is. Good night, Stevie-O. You give me hope. Thank you, Laura. That's what I intend to do. I intend to help as many people as I can here, because I know a lot of you are going through different hard times. All right, Papa, I have to go now, but thank you. Love and light. I am from Ontario, Canada. Take care, brother. Take care. I am in Ontario, Canada as well. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ichio, sorry for your loss. Okay, Stevie-O. Good night. All right. So on that note, anything else that you want to talk about? I'm going to close off with the same comment that I made when I first opened up. And the comment, plain and simple, is that you are not victims. You are not here to pay any karmic debt to anybody or anything. You are here because you chose to be here. You are powerful beings of love and light. Okay? And you just came here just to grow and expand. And you came here just because you simply wanted to come here. You wanted to come here for your own reasons, right? So, but I want you to know this. You are not punished. You definitely are not punished. And on that note, I want you all to have a wonderful evening or morning or wherever you are. And love and light to all. I'm going to cut this short now. And I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, my night anyway, and taking this precious time to connect with me. If you have any other questions, you can always go to my page and throw some questions at me. All right, love and light to all. Thank you for connecting. Take care all.